awesome. We had a good time. We were floating around, drinking beers. About 4 hours, it seemed like. No, it wasn't that long. That was cool. We're like, where's Sean?
Nothing around here but highway and sand. 2 weeks for overnight mail. I don't do well, I just do what I can. Running my mama's motel. This hotel's so quiet, I can hear what you're thinking. No need to say what's on your mind. Ladies like me more when they've been drinking. She might just have to.
We're in.
Folks in town, Lord, they think it's a shame. Mama says I ain't to blame. We close-knit, and Ma lives on the hill. I work the desk to pay our bill. Had many checkouts, had a few more kills. Mama's calling. Mama's calling on the hill.
The company's located in DeLand, Florida, which is just north of Orlando, and we build the 50-foot Mystic. We also build a 60-foot V-bottom and a 70-foot V-bottom as well. But as far as this thing goes, we've made some subtle changes. Dave Scott's new 50 is slightly different than this one. I believe we'll see changes. We don't know if they're improvements or not, but it's changes that they asked for, so we did that for them. And but so far that boat's running excellent. The Budweiser 50's just really been outstanding so far. So we're really happy with it. For the big speed, 190 and above, obviously it's better to have good, nice flat water. Not too flat, but no boat wakes, nothing like that. I mean, we were route running around 170, and it was a little bumpy, but the boat handles it well. We put the short wing on it, and just for making the speed runs, it handles better with the longer wing on it in the rough water, just because it's up on the cushion more. But overall, the boat's excellent. I mean, we had 4 people in it all day yesterday running around, so giving people rides and stuff. So. A little more testing this year than we did in the previous years. We made a slight change to the front wing on the boat and a couple other minor changes, but for the most part, it's pretty much the same boat as it was last year. So the stakes are getting higher every year, and it's at some point it's going to start getting kind of scary. But right now, our boats are pretty comfortable there. I've raced against the Budweiser guys in the hydroplane circuit for 5-6 years, and I never underestimate what they can do. And I won't discount anything that they've got going, because they will be fast. So.
My name is Chris Price. I'm the chief with Northwest Fire. Then we've got our Northwest Fire boat out here is one of the patrol boats, and we've got a couple of people that are on the department out here as in a private boat acting as patrol as well. And then we just offered up our services to whatever they wanted us to do. Our main station is in Climax Springs, but our district goes from the end of Mid-County's district at about Lake Road 76 and goes up to DD on Highway 713, and then we traverse in between the Little Nangwa River and the lake. I really want to thank all the folks at the shootout that have allowed us to be a part of this so far, and I want to thank everybody that shows up and spends their hard-earned money to help the lake water rescue programs.
Our function is mainly traffic control and answering complaint calls. You know, with this many boats, you have some issues, whether it be fights or boat accidents. When you get this many boats in one place, you just get a lot of different types of calls for service of that type. And so besides just helping with the traffic, we'll be answering all those calls and of course watching out for drunk boat operators.
Day going pretty good?
So far it's been real quiet and real safe. So it is, right? Usually it's later in the afternoon that we start having our problems that we have to respond to. So hopefully those will be kept at a minimum.
I've been coming up to the shootout since I think about '98, and then been here about every year since. Hit a few of the early shootouts in the early '90s, but wouldn't miss it for anything.
How's kind of the progression? You were talking a little about the boats, the speeds, how they've just increased. I guess maybe hull design has to do a little of that. And
I'd probably say a lot of just the hull design and just the engine performance, just the reliable performance, and then like I said, you see a lot of the race boat technology kind of coming over to the pleasure boat side, and it's basically these pleasure boats are race boats, so that's what they are, is basically open canopy race boat with more horsepower, so that's where they get their speeds. I've had it about 2 years. Bought it out of Lake Michigan a couple years ago, kind of rebuilt it, rebuilt motors on it, been running around on Lake the Ozarks and Table Rock. Had a small 22 cat before that and decided to upgrade when I come up here. Pretty much just set up for top speed. Usually on the lake here I can run low hundreds, and then out on a calm night when nobody's around it'll run 110 plus. Most of the time it'll hit 100 about any time.
So do you do all the mechanic work on that? Or you
do all the work myself, and got a few friends that help me out with some technical stuff and special tools.
We have a poker run tip for you. The most important thing to do when you get out there and start going fast is to hang on to your top.
2007 44 MTI Sterling Motors, number 6 drives. We got it last year, took delivery, had it for 3 weeks and sent it off for paint for the winter. I just got it back July 4th weekend.
Chicago Powerboat Club. We're a social boating club in the Chicagoland area. We have boaters from Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, Iowa, and we have just a bunch of activities. We have a lot of fun runs, and this is our big event that we have every year, like the third week in July. This is our third annual event. Our club is composed of a bunch of volunteers, And the poker run is a volunteer event too. All the money that's brought in from sponsors and from entry fees is donated. Whatever proceeds are, the money's donated to charity. So we're right now, I believe we're a bronze level charity donator for Children's Memorial Hospital. So we're very proud of that.
That's great.
And you know, it's just something we do every year. We get a lot of sponsors helping out, private donations that help out, and we do raffles. And people bring various prizes, and we have so many prizes. Everyone's bound to win something, and all the money, 100% of the raffle goes to the charity. So last year we donated $15,000, and we're in the $20,000 range now. I don't have the exact amount, but we're hoping to break that $15,000 that we did last year again, so that would be a wonderful thing for the children. The poker run is full of different events. We always have music playing. Tonight, Friday, people are checking in. We had our check-in, we just closed it, and then we're having our cocktail open bar party tonight in the Grand Ballroom of the Resorts Casino, which is right across from the marina, so in my background. It's a 3.5-hour party, and probably have 200 plus people in the room, and it's just a great time. Afterwards, some of the people that go to the casino, there's a sports bar, there's a really nice steak restaurant in there. There's a lot going on here. Chicago's maybe 15-20 minutes away. Some people go downtown and play around down there. Tomorrow's events, we start at 8 o'clock in the morning with full-blown breakfast for everyone, driver, co-pilot, and everyone. And then our driver's meeting is at 9 o'clock. After the driver's meeting, we head out. We're going to have 2 different speed groups, 80 and over, cruise speed, and under 80. And our first stop is Michigan City. From Michigan City we go to Hammond, and then from Hammond we come back here to East Chicago for a big spread that we have here right at East Chicago. And in the afternoon run, I call it more the fun run. We all go downtown. We head from East Chicago to the Adler Planetarium. We turn left, we go into Monroe Harbor, you get to see the Shedd Aquarium, you get to see Soldier Field, you get to see a Science and Industry. You follow on a pedestrian walkway, there's lots of people walking up down the walkway. We see Buckingham Fountain, we turn right to the opening, and at the opening we have our helicopters doing circles and catching people's boats with the Chicago skyline in the background. And after that they come back here, take their boats out of the water, wash them down. We have washing stations set up all over outside. And then at nighttime we have our awards ceremony, and it's a sit-down prime rib steak dinner, sit-down style. Staffed in black tie, and it's a great time. We have our awards ceremony, we give out awards and prizes for the best hands, and we recognize our sponsors that really make this all possible. So it's a great event. Club again is all volunteer. There's nothing gained by the club other than just everyone getting together and having a really good time. So we enjoy it, hope to do it year and year again, and the club keeps growing. We got 171 members, so we're one of the largest clubs in the country, and our atmosphere is great. It's relaxing. Big boat, small boat, don't matter what you got. Everyone's a boater. We'll all have a good time. Even if you don't have a boat, there's many members in our club that don't even have boats. So we welcome everyone. We like to have a good time, and that's what we're all about.
How can people get involved with your organization?
Just to find out a little bit more information about our club, we at Chicago Poker.
Let's see if this works again.
See if Jim keeps that quiet for 2 seconds.
I'll keep it quiet. There you go.
You know what that is? That's a Don Aaron. When he cut the cigarette in half, made it into a cat.
Which one?
Right there. To find out for more information, you can go www.Chicago Powerboat Club, and for more information about the poker run is chicagopokerrun.com. We have a calendar of events on our club site, and there's always something going on all year round. We have a lot of fun runs in the summertime, and of course our poker run. And then in off-season we have a lot of parties, social parties, boat show party, Pirates Ball, and then springtime parties, season opener parties. So we have a lot of fun. We try to have parties, not every month, but close to every month. And it's a fun club.
Michael, you guys are from Oklahoma.
Yes, we are.
That's a long way to come for a poker run.
Nah, it's not bad. It's one of our shorter runs, actually. Good time.
Now you guys, tell me a little bit about your group and how you travel together.
Oh, we're just all a bunch of buddies. We all boat together on the same lake on Grand Lake. About 7 or 8 boats. Some pretty nice hardware. We try to travel to 10, 12 poker runs a year. This is about our 4th big one this year.
And so this is one heck of a hobby then for you guys.
Well, hey, you gotta have hobbies. You gotta have a good time. That's what we're all about. Just having a good time and drink as much as we can.
That's it. Majority of you guys are in the medical profession somehow, somewhere.
No, there's some of them.
Somewhat. We got a little bit of everything. We've got a couple of dentists, a couple of chiropractors. We got a aviation guy. We've got chiropractors, orthopedic surgeons. you know, just,
Lucky Sperm Club.
just a little bit of everything. Just a bunch of good guys having fun.
Brandon, he was talking
Tell
about
me
you.
a little bit about Hammer Time. Like I said, we featured that on our show before, and we've now had an opportunity to talk with the owner.
Well, you know, I'm obviously a little bit prejudiced about it, but I've always liked MTIs. I love Randy Sissom. He's a great guy. And, he built a great boat, but he's only built a 4-seater in the past, and we've worked on him a couple of years trying to get a boat with a little bit more seating room in it. He's like, sure, whatever. Randy didn't say no to anything. So kind of worked on it. We just kind of told him what we wanted. You know, 6 seats and a windshield. Place to put a little storage. Got a couple of cuddies down in there. Got vacuum flush head on one side. And just kind of an evolution of his boat and an evolution of the manufacturer stuff. He's a new manufacturer. Built his first boat in 2001, so it was kind of new. But the bottom's been proven. He raced it over in Dubai for 15 years before we came over here. Just trying to make it a little bit more of a pleasure boat than a race boat.
What do you guys call yourselves?
We're E-Dock.
E-Dock. What is E-Dock?
Just as simple as it sounds. We're just a bunch of Okies from Oklahoma having a big time. We keep all of our docks on a dock called the E-Dock, as every marina has. His family owns the marina, Cherokee Yacht Club, and they're every weekend having a big time if we're not at a poker run.
So which boat are you in?
This one right here, 44 MTI.
You're another MTI man. How long have you had this boat?
I just bought it this year.
Okay.
Tell them the history. It's a race boat.
So that's the old Pier 57 race boat. I just did a little cosmetic work and some new motors, and we're just out trying to join the crowd.
What kind of engines you got in there?
They're big block Chevys, quad whipple motors.
Are they any particular brand name? Or?
No, unfortunately not.
They're custom.
Yes.
So you guys own the marina.
Correct.
These guys, that's how you met all these guys. You come together, these guys and girls. And it's, Superman. I have interviewed you, Superman. So okay, now it all makes sense, because you're
we're all E-Dock.
Did you ever get your boat painted?
We did, but it's not Superman. We changed it. We wanted to go with something that was more timeless than Superman. I still have the seats the same, but it's spine tingling now.
This is a 1995 35-foot fountain. I'm out of Frankfort, Illinois, which is the southwest suburbs of Chicago. Just stock power, 502s, and I've had it for 3 years, and hopefully moving up the ladder some. It's pretty much just a turnkey boat. Runs 7 miles an hour on good water, and that's about as fast as my wife wants to go. Cool. Looking forward to some good water tomorrow, and it'll be a real fun day.
And you're part of the club down here? Is that?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of associated with the directors. I'm the club scribe. I write the newsletter for the club and kind of let everybody know what's going on. So I'll be handling the drivers meeting tomorrow and the safety meeting tomorrow. So those people will have to put up with my talking. We have over 100 members, like 150 members nationwide. It really started off pretty small just a couple years ago, and it's really exploded the last couple of years, especially with the poker run. We started this poker run, we just wanted to make an affordable poker run. So it was $400 entry fee, which is really minuscule compared to some of the bigger runs. We didn't really expect the turnout that we got. And this is the 3rd year now, and the boats are just unbelievable. It's phenomenal. So we couldn't be happier, and it seems like it gets real positive response from everyone, and people keep coming back. So it's all good with us. So we will be running from here in East Chicago to Michigan City, Indiana, which is I believe like 27 miles if you shoot straight across the lake. From there, we'll be going to Hammond, Indiana, which is the next port to the west of here. And after that, we come back here for lunch. And then after lunch at 2 o'clock, we have the second start, and we'll be running downtown Chicago, which is 17 miles. And we'll be doing a parade lap around Monroe Harbor, past Buckingham Fountain and along the wall. And then come back out of the harbor and run straight back here. Its total distance is right around 120 miles. Club website is www.chicagopowerboatclub.org. And anything else, Mark Smith, our club president, he's easy to get in touch with if you can. He's pretty well known in the powerboat circles, and he usually coordinates everything for us. Does a great job. So.
Yeah, it's 2003 Skater, 36 foot. It's running 1150 horsepower side engines in it. Top speeds 160, 162 mile an hour. I've owned it for about 2.5 years now. Original owner's name was Dan Zisler out of Colorado. Picked it up out of Lake of the Ozarks. We did the shootout and stuff there a couple times. Out of Indianapolis, Indiana, Bill Shoemaker Performance takes care of it for me. Does all the maintenance on the engines and drives and transmissions. Helps me keep it maintained. He's going to be here also. Just enjoyed the boat. Run it down in Tennessee a lot on Lake Cumberland, Dale Hollow. And have a good time with it.
That's good paint. Did you get it like this?
It came like this. Steve did it up at Skater when it was originally built. That's original paint, original engine. I got it when it had about 36 hours on it, so it was almost new when I got it.
Cool. How many hours you got on it now?
I think we've got about probably 100 and a quarter, 130 hours.
Been having some fun with it,
Oh, yeah.
It's a 2004 46 cigarette Rough Rider.
Cool. And how long have you had it?
Second season, so almost 2 years. Yeah, bought it in Pompano Beach at Hideaway Marine. Yeah, we've been all over Lake Michigan since the beginning of the season.
Well, how's it been running?
Oh, real good. We had the motors redone this last winter. They're 900 Mercs, and we had Dave Westlake do them up to thousands.
Nice. So what speed you getting out of it?
We're 107, 108 for sure. We'll call it 105 as a guarantee.
Push some speed there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, it's a big boat, 46 feet, 16,000 pounds. So. Runs good in the rough water. You know, we try to go after fountains and stuff like that.
You got a fountain?
Yeah, we try to go after the fountains and stuff. Just to let them know, those cats that think they run fast, we get them in the big water. We go down to Florida, do poker runs, and whenever they have them up here, we do them always when they're up in our lake.
Cool. And you guys are from Chicago?
From Chicago.
Cool. Anything else you want to say about the boat?
Cigarette, number 1. It says it right on the emblem. I don't have to say no more than that.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
It's a 2002 Cigarette Top Gun. It has 800 Sterlings in it. They're recently redone by Mike D'Annabelle at Sterling in Milford, Michigan. Boats ran real strong. We've had real good luck with it. I don't think we'll ever get rid of it. It's really, really strong boat. Very impressed with Cigarette. And the boat was rigged by Trace Martin at Trace Martin Performance last year. And it's a very solid, very good handling boat. When they went back to Milford, we had them dry sumped, and ever since then, man, they've run like a top. They have just really, really woke them up, and it has ran really well. Very, very strong. From Oklahoma, so most of the time we're on Grand Lake. Occasionally we like to get down to Texoma if we can, but most of the time we stay around here. It's total freshwater boat, never been in the ocean. And then it's our first big run up here on Lake Michigan, so have a good time doing this. On Grand, most of your like 3 and 4 footers they're all boat chop, and it handles. I mean, that's kind of what Cigarette's known for. I think very, very good rough water boat. It handles them real well, so I'm thinking we'll do real good out here. Just the most recent addition that Trace did was all the dry sump and everything, and that's really made the world of difference. The motors are 588 block, and they make probably a little over 800 horse apiece.
Thunder Bay Marina, Ugly John's, the only place.
We started off trying to build a little bigger crowd at our Keystone Lake Marina, and held our first annual poker run out there, and it really turned out good. It was good for our marina customers, good for boaters from all over at different states. It just turned out to be a great event. So that next year we planned one for Keystone and this one here at Thunder Bay, and that was 7 years ago. This is our 6th one at Grand Lake.
You're going to see boats coming in from all over the country as the run has grown. I mean, our first year, 6 years ago, it started out with 20 boats, and it was obvious it was going to be a success because people came in from Texas and all over the region. Now we're starting to see them come in from all over the country. This year, we're expecting to have somewhere around 100 boats. So we've got it up 5 times from what it began as, and you're going to see a lot of cats. There's a local crowd here on Grand Lake that runs, and they're all sitting around 100 plus miles per hour, in the 150 range even with some of the boats, and all those guys show up and they bring a group from different poker runs they attend, and you'll see cigarettes, fountains, Bajas, you name it, they're here. We even have a cruiser class, so you'll see big slow boats running, and it's fun for everybody, and you're gonna find all kinds of boats and all kinds of people. If you didn't make it this year, you got to make it next year because this thing's growing fast and it's going to be one of the biggest in the country before you know it.
Number 1 guys, can you tell him your name? Tell him what boat you're going to drive. Which one? Tell him what it is. Tell him.
Baja is.
Which one is it?
The one over there.
Well, tell him what it
has,
is. Tell him what it's called.
It's a 30. And.
How fast does it go?
77.
And who's going to drive it?
Me.
Okay. And how old are you?
You name it, they're here. We've
2007 44 MTI, Sterling Motors, number 6 drives. We got it last year, took delivery, had it for 3 weeks, and sent it off for paint for the winter, and just got it back July 4th weekend. Mark Morris at Visual Imagination. He did mine, he did Hammer Time, he did Batman, Speed Racer. He's the guy who really came up with the design. We talked, he found something that I liked, and so we went with it.
What's some of the amenities you got on this boat?
Well, we got a GPS that will also play our videos, so we can watch videos. It's all integrated sound system. That's about it. Other than that, it's just built to go fast.
How's everything running with this thing?
Perfect. Some of the best builders in the country, bar none. Yeah, MTI is Randy knows what he's doing. He's raced these things forever and ever, and we're just glad he built a 6-seater for us. This was the first 6-seater delivered, and Michael has the second. And it's been a great cockpit, great layout, as you can see today. Yeah.
I had met Scott in Chicago 2 weeks prior to this. Here's his thoughts on that event.
E-Dock boats were the first 6 boats there from our dock. We had 1, 2, and 3. We were the 3rd boat there. We started out kind of cautious and then kind of caught on. So we did really well. We didn't tear up much. It was rough. It was pretty rough. So we were very glad to have that.
Where can people see more about your boat?
The Powerboat magazine did an article on it that came out earlier this year, and I actually just found out it's going to be at the top of their poster for 2008, coming in January's issue. But other than that, that's got all the information about the boat. Johnny Thomason tested it. Runs really nice.
How long have you been in boating?
All my life. I was brought up on this lake. Cool. Yeah, go to school and come back.
How is this poker run amongst other poker runs you've been to? I mean,
this was a good run. I really like this poker run. 80 boats about. If we could just get some people out of the way, the spectators, it would have been much easier. But overall, I think it's a great run, and we're really pushing them. I hope they have it next year. It was rough. It was pretty rough. So.
My name's Randall Bays. It's a 202 Top Gun cigarette, twin step. Bought it from Ugly John's here on Grand Lake in 2002. We got Sterling's. We've had it on the lake for 5 years and it's been running great this year. It's ran great the last 3 years. Very, very good engines, nice lake to run on, good atmosphere. This is the main one we go to here on Grand Lake, and then this year we pulled up to Chicago and did that one up there, but this is the main one we do. And this is the main one in Oklahoma, the best one in Oklahoma. They're great atmosphere with a great bunch of people and participants, and the people that put it on organize it very well, and the stops are very cordial and easy to maneuver, and it's just a great time with great people to be around and a lot of camaraderie, and it's just a great place to be on a hot day. We designed the boat, the graphics, picked the engines out from Sterling, and read about Sterling in 1994 and followed his career, and and picked his engines for this boat. This boat was the first cigarette boat that had Sterling engines put in it, and it's just ran marvelous. Very, very impressive. It's the first boat that they did that they put Sterlings in for a customer.
So is it kind of like you're the big test?
I was the big test, and it worked great. Great. Hernandez has been down here a couple times. When we delivered it, it was at the boat show in 2002. As one of the. Then we took it back to Florida to finish setting it up, and then we brought it back for the summer. And Neil Hernandez came down from Cigarette, and we tested it with him several times, and we just had a great relationship with him and Cigarette too. It's just a great boat. Just very, very impressed with Cigarette, like Cigarette, and hope to get another one sometime.
Can you talk a little about your crew? You said that...
Yeah, my son Jordan, this is his first year that he's the driver. I've got my nephew Jared. We've all been through Trace Martin's driving performance school, all three of us, and we practice safety first and performance second, and we just have a great, safe time.
From Oklahoma, so most of the time we're on Grand Lake. Occasionally we like to get down to Texoma if we can, but most of the time we stay around here. It's total freshwater boat, never been in the ocean. And then it's our first big run up here on Lake Michigan, so have a good time doing this. The most recent addition that Trace did was all the dry sump and everything, and that's really made the world of difference. The motors are a 588 block, and they make probably a little over 800 horse apiece. Been very happy with Sterling and very happy with Cigarette. Very fun boat to drive. Good handling boat. A lot of fun.
Here you go.
Like the mess behind the map.
Yeah.
The map in there now?
Map looks good in there. Did a great job.
That's really made the world of difference.
Right now we're at Big Dick's Halfway Inn Bar and Grill, which is on the 47-mile marker at the Lake of the Ozarks. And like I said, we're the first stop on it. We've got space here. We can handle over 55 boats. We can handle all 70 if they show up here. So it looks like we're going to get them. We're basically a stop on just about everything that happens around here. My race boat's doing great. We're #1 in Division 2 and 3 of the IHBA. We're #2 in the St. Louis Drag Boat Association and #2 in the Southern Drag Boat Association. We've won 3 races this year and taken second in 1, and they're racing today. Anybody, if they want to check in on our t-shirt shop, check in on www.bigdickshalfwayinn.com. That's our website. It tells all about the place and also has all our online t-shirt shop on.
I'm Jay Prestwell of the Baja Marine. We're standing in our 2007 35 Outlaw Poker Run Edition. This is our factory-sponsored boat. It's called Lucky Sevens. It's powered by a pair of Mercury Twin 700s, the new NXT drive. We couldn't be happier to be here on Lake of the Ozarks this weekend, participating. There's probably 100 boats in this poker run. Fortunately, we've got a great representation of Baja, and everybody loves to see Lucky Sevens at their event. It's a great handling boat. We can run to Lake Michigan's and Atlantic Ocean, but it's always nice to come back to Middle America and Lake of the Ozarks. We have a great following here, and I tell you, this boat just really turns the heads. We're running about 100 miles an hour on top end, but it's great to be out here running with our brother Baja owners. 2007 poker run season, we've hit a lot of the major poker runs: Jacksonville, Chicago, New Jersey, New York. We do a full countrywide poker run tour, if you will. This boat and rig, we teamed up with International Trucks. It's towed by 2007 CXT International, and we'll put about 25,000 miles on the truck and trailer this year, hitting poker runs all across America. supporting our Baja dealers and promoting powerboating in general. You just can't tell what Baja is going to launch in the next year or two, but we are boats. We've got a couple of family open bow boats. We've just launched our new 335 performance cruiser, which is a 9.5-foot beam performance boat with the amenities of a nice mid-cabin cruiser. We've always got boats on the drawing board. We've built several custom 35s this year with Mercury 700s. We've got 40 Outlaws here in the Poker Run, and for the
It's a 32-foot Advantage bow rider. It's got an ideal cockpit for poker running because it's got 4 bolsters and a bench seat. We can seat a lot more people. We've got a pair of 625 Ilmores in here. Boat's very, very quick, very fast, and it's a good family performance boat.
It's run from there on up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've run poker runs from here. We've been to Michigan. We go out to a lot of them.
They run them all over. So we like it very big, and there's a lot more places to go down here. Lakes, we're kind of lost.
For the future, you just can't tell what
It's a 32-foot Advantage bow rider.
Here 3 years now. For this lake it gets so rough, so decided to upgrade to a 33-foot Outlaw. It's a 2003 Baja. The reason we bought this one was the custom graphics on it, so it really drew it.
Our old boats had kind of out of the date, man. That's how we came up with 30-something.
Great, handles the water excellent, very comfortable. We're really looking forward to this one. The owners get to meet them.
It's twin 750s, depending on the prop, be about a 140 boat, 140 miles an hour. Todd Beckman owns the tan company, and my father and myself own Vincent Mortgage. We're here to have fun and listen, race the boat, have fun. A pretty good reaction. Pale white boat with no. We've had a lot of fun with it. It's our second one this year, and the first turnout was pretty good. I hear this turnout's going to be a little better.
3-foot Outlaw. It's a 2003 Baja. The reason we bought this one was the custom graphics on it, so it really drew it.
Our old boats had kind of out of the date, man. That's how we came up with 30-something.
Great, handles the water excellent. Here 3 years now, very comfortable. For this lake it gets so. We're really looking forward to this one.
Paint was done by Brown's Body Shop in Camden, Missouri. We're actually from Overland Park, Kansas. Their house is Lower Missouri. Yeah, long time, ever since I was in the lake in Overland Park, Kansas. And they were showing it up there. And
pale white boat with no. We've had a lot of fun with it. It's our second one this year, and the first turnout was pretty good. I hear this turnout's going to be a little better.
3-foot Outlaw. It's a 2003 Baja. The reason we bought this one was the custom graphics on it, so it really drew it.
It's a 0700s. The boat, and let's see who painted the boat. Connecticut second poker run, actually. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. The 0700s. Connecticut second poker run, actually. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Before
up to 7,900.